Mardi Gras, and welcome to another episode of Tales from the Parade Route. Tonight, we have the honor of interviewing with one of Slidell's most elite crews, the Krew of Titans. Good evening, how are y'all?
Good evening.
Hello, Sean.
Hey, so tell us a little bit about the origins of the Krew. How did the Krew come to be?
Okay.
Well, in 2010, we started the club in Slidell. There was a group of gentlemen that was riding in Dionysus, which is a Sunday parade in the city of Slidell, and they wanted to start something or have an experience at night. We feel that there's a total different experience of riding at night as opposed to during the day.
Absolutely.
And there was a group of 8 of us that started the club in 2010 and put the first parade on the streets in 2010.
All right.
Yeah.
And what's y'all's ridership right now?
Right now we're at 516 as of this morning.
Wow.
Yeah. So rode with 560 last year. We're at 516 now. There's a ton of groups that we're still anticipating coming, so we seem to think that we're going to at least be where we were last year.
Okay.
And we're at the end of August, so we still have 5 months to go. Yeah.
So, I mean, y'all have a very impressive parade, you know.
Thank you.
We were front and center last year for it.
That's great.
And, getting this, like you said, the added beauty of the nighttime parade, you can definitely see the added effect of lights on the floats, and, y'all had a great lineup of marching groups and dance teams.
Yeah.
Y'all had some of Slidell's elite, and I know y'all had a couple of them from down here that traveled up there to participate with y'all.
Yeah, we had a total of 17 bands last year. Being that Friday on that the first parade to get out on the streets in Slidell, we felt like that we had the best group of bands, the best floats in the city of Slidell. St. Aug was there, Carver was there, so we had a ton of first class bands. And not saying anything bad about the Slidell bands, because they're North Shore, Slidell.
Right, yeah, they're all
fantastic bands. Lakeshore, which is the Titans, was in our parade. So we feel like that, we had first-rate bands. Not saying that any band is not first-rate, but we felt like that the bands were really, really a part of the atmosphere that was just second to none last year.
So one thing that was real special with y'all last year is y'all had poker chips. Which,
yeah.
Oh, yes,
as a doubloon collector, there was several people in the doubloon club that were like, I got the. I think there was 4 colors altogether last year.
I brought them for you.
All right, and I remember people saying, "Oh, I got like the red and blue one. I need the green and gray." Or, the doubloon collectors really appreciated seeing poker chips out there.
Sean, we felt like that there was something missing within our organization in regards to some kind of special throw. And the person that manufactures our throws for us, Mardi Gras Light Ups, which is Charles Barrios and Ralph Kastner Jr., kind of came up with that idea and said, why don't we do a poker chip as the substitute for a doubloon? Because people like yourself that collect doubloons would be able to add to their collection. Yeah. So they were a hit. People were asking for them on the streets, and we were really, really pleased with the way that those went off last year.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
poker chips and doubloons. For many years it seemed like they were kind of falling to the wayside.
Right.
And within the past, I'd say 10 years, we're seeing a new lifeblood with that, the doubloon collecting hobby.
Well,
to where hopefully it's, it'll help encourage even more crews. To participate in creating poker chips, cutouts, doubloons, things like that.
Yeah, to give you a little insight, we're not going to give you too much information because we want everybody to come out to the parade, but we are coming back with a doubloon this year.
Okay.
And it's going to be in the cutout of a fleur-de-lis, which our logo is.
Wow.
A fleur-de-lis.
That's awesome.
So it's not going to be a round doubloon. It's going to be a fleur-de-lis.
Perfect.
And I have some sketches for you to be able to show you.
Okay.
But there'll be a purple, green, and gold one, but there'll be one color that will be much harder to get. So we're not going to tell anybody which color that is. So you're going to have to get out there and try to ask for all three colors.
Okay.
But they are definitely. But we think that they're going to be. Our membership is asking for it big time to try to get doubloons back because it's traditional Mardi Gras.
Right.
And we feel like that people on the streets like yourself have been asking for us to bring back the doubloons. So we did them early on in the history of the club, but now we took a break from them for a couple of years, and now we're back to it.
Okay.
So I have some pictures for you if you'd like to see them. It's going to be in that shape. So that's going to actually be the doubloon,
Okay.
and it's going to have our theme on it, which is that the actual fleur-de-lis is going to be the doubloon, and that's going to be the cutout of it, which Titans has class as our theme for this year. It revolves around school subjects. Our float
Okay.
builder
So
is
one will be math. And,
yeah, philosophy, American history, Spanish. I have them all right here, but it's all going to be in regards to school.
okay. That's a great
It's all
theme.
going to
I really like that theme.
It's going to be fantastic.
Okay. How do y'all come? How do y'all go about deciding on your theme each year? Is it?
We go with what the float builder has.
Okay.
We use Mardi Gras decorators as our float builder. They're in Slidell, and they collaborate with an idea, throw some different things out there. The board gets together, and based on the actual sketches of the floats that they give us, we kind of come up with it ourselves. We notice a pattern. The pattern was revolving around school. Could have been anything, and we just kind of took it to a different level with, Titans does have class,
Okay.
you know.
How many floats are y'all going to be riding with? Estimated.
As of
Yes.
today, we're at 24, possibly 25. But again, that anticipation of probably another, I think we're going to get anywhere between 60 and 100 more people.
Yeah.
So that'll add 2-3 more floats. So we're going to be pushing 25, 26 floats. And that's not including, we're going to have some double floats. We have some groups that are 75 people plus already.
Okay.
So there's going to be double floats, as well as we have our Junior Titans float, which is some of the members and some of the people in Slidell want to put their younger kids on it. And we call it the Crazy Train. And it's in the form of a train, which our float builder has built.
Okay.
And we're going to have 3 sections of it. So it'll be a triple float going down the street this year
Nice.
with all kids. So we're really excited about that.
Okay. Have y'all named y'all for royalty yet?
We have.
We have. We picked our royalty at our coronation, which was July 15th.
Okay.
Our king is Mark Huey, and our queen is TK Collins. And just so happens that both of them are educators,
Oh wow.
and they work for the school board system. Totally random. We do a random drawing for them. I mean, you put your name in a hat, and
Okay.
if you're picked, you're picked. And it just so happened that both of them do work for the school board system, so it kind of went along with our theme.
Okay. I like the random drawing.
Yes.
Way of picking the royalty.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
It
It
makes
is
it to
open to
where-
all members. If any member that has their dues paid in full the night of the coronation, they're eligible to put their name in the hat.
Okay.
And has been a member 2 consecutive years.
Yes.
But to expand on Tony's thoughts, having a king and queen that are educators in the school system
Yeah, that's a
to go
bonus.
along with
Right.
our theme, Titans Has Class,
Yep.
is absolutely incredible.
Yeah.
We feel so lucky that those 2 are representing us and will be leading our parade because Mark is has been in the school system forever, and so is TK. So we great members of our organization, good people. So we're really excited to share this experience with those two, and they are ecstatic about it. They off the chains. So we're really happy about it.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, like you said, the luck of the draw that it happens.
That's
to be
exactly what it was.
Educators, that's
Yep.
so perfect. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Yeah.
You know, you couldn't ask for better odds than that.
Mm-mm.
You know?
No.
Not at all.
So we had talked about the balloons. What are some of the other throws that y'all have then?
Well, Sean, we have a light up medallion every year.
Right.
And we're kind of, this was the medallion last year, and I brought you a couple things for your collection, but this was the light up medallion last year.
Yeah.
And we're changing it a little bit. Okay, we're going to go to something that has we kind of focus on the fleur de lis, and we don't have any of this in yet. That's why I just brought you some pictures. But
Right.
we're going to expand on the fleur de lis. The fleur de lis logo that is going to have the 4 on the bead, and then that plastic will have that fleur de lis logo on the bottom of it, which will operate just like that one does.
Yeah.
So those are really popular with our crew, and they're always selling out.
Yeah.
We also have a new throw that we've kind of been going back and forth as a board and talking about, and we're trying to find a signature throw for us. And sitting down with Mardi Gras Light Ups and with collaboration with the board, we've come up with, we are the Krew Titans, so we made a 64-ounce cup, which will have a lid on it, which is like the 16-ounce throw cups that you have in Mardi Gras, but it's going to be a 64-ounce cup, which is called the Titan.
Okay.
So we'll be throwing those in plenty amounts, I promise you. So those are going to be fun this year. As well as we're going to have our regular throw cups, which will have our theme on it.
Okay.
Vinyl footballs. I have a whole list of stuff that we have. Vinyl footballs. We're going to have a fleur de lis wand. So we're going to expand on that fleur de lis logo, and it's going to light up. Last year, I don't know if you caught any, but it's a tube, and it had a sponge ball on top of it, and you hit it on the ground or hit it on the table, and the whole thing lights up. Well,
I didn't catch any, but the kids around me. You know.
We're going to expand on that. The tube's going to have Titans on it, and the top of it's going to be a fleur de lis. So
all right.
We're looking forward to that, as well. We're going to have the bumpy rings that you catch. You know, the little light up rings? Uh-huh. Well, they're going to be in the shape of a ring with our Titan man and lady on it.
Okay.
So we're not going to be throwing just generic rings. Well, some of our members might be if they go buy them, but the club is offering our members with the man and the lady on it. So that's going to be something different, which we're really excited about. And then regular throw cups, we'll always have our vinyl footballs, which is a staple in our organization.
Yeah.
As well as the doubloons. We're really looking forward to the doubloons.
Yeah,
so,
that's going to be exciting.
Yeah.
It's going to be real exciting.
Yeah.
Let's see. I heard that y'all are super active in your community.
Absolutely.
Tell us a little bit about that.
You want to start?
Yes, we have prided ourselves on staying local with everything. We try to keep everything local in Slidell and give back to our community. We participate in a lot of fundraisers, a lot of different activities that we do as a group. We give donations back from the profits that we make off of our individual events that we have.
Mm-hmm.
We've participated in, and on the list have several things that we do. Even the proceeds, we do take out proceeds and donations from like our poker run and our golf tournament and give back to the community on those type of things. We participate in, what are some of the things we do in the Chief Vandals the wild game cook-off.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
We are, what else do we do? The crawfish boils, the hospice house.
Yeah.
For the hospice house.
The Slidell Heritage Festival,
Mm-hmm.
we
Yeah.
participate in. The
Yep.
Toys for Cops, the Avery Natal 5K Foundation run that we supported and sponsored this year. The Pope John Paul, which is a high school in Slidell, their crawfish cook-off. Keep Slidell Beautiful golf tournament we participate in every year. Spooktacular for Raleigh's Bikes at SBBA, which is a Halloween event that we always set up and participate in. Nicholas Elrich, who is fighting a heart disease in Slidell, who is a local person that we are tremendously supporting his foundation, that we always participate. They just had a red beans and rice sale.
Yeah,
And we participated in that and donated to his foundation with some of the funds that we collected for it. The Animal Assistance League was our first foundation that we supported in the beginning of the year, where we supported, at one of our general membership meetings, we asked everybody to bring some dog food. And then we also asked for financial contributions, and we made a financial contribution to them, as well as a table full of dog food. So we wanted to support, the local pets that are unfortunate and sitting in the
shelters.
the shelter waiting to be adopted. Breast Cancer Awareness Month is coming up in October. So you'll see on our website, and on our Facebook page, we will absolutely turn everything pink in October, that we're going to support breast cancer awareness within our club. Chief, like Tony said, Chief Vandal's Wild Game Cook-Off. And to expand on Tony's thoughts, we as a board have decided, have primarily tried to focus on staying local. And as you heard all of these organizations that we talk about that we're supporting, we had our coronation event at the Slidell Municipal Auditorium. We're having our ball on December 2nd in the Harbor Center in the city of Slidell, which is St. Tammany Parish. First and foremost, we try to support those bands to march in our parade. They're the first ones that are asked every year, those local bands. Yeah. North Shore, Slidell, Salmon, Pope John Paul, Pearl River, everybody in that local community. Our throw provider is domiciled and lives in Slidell. So we really, really focused on giving back to the community in the city of Slidell, as well as St. Tammany Parish, to try to make sure that all of those funds that are generated are thrown back into the community.
Right. You're not throwing your ball in Biloxi.
Absolutely not.
You know what I mean? Like,
absolutely not.
Nope. Getting a float builder that's in Mobile or.
Our float builder is
your float
in St. Tammany Parish.
Away from you.
No question. No question. Yeah. So it's one thing I did forget, Sean, and I have to back up.
Okay.
We do, going back on the throws, and it just hit me as I was talking to you. We do have some new unique throws as well. We're going to have a beach ball.
Okay.
We're going to have fanny packs, which is something different that I don't think that anybody is doing. I have them, and I brought some pictures for you that maybe you could post. Where did I put that picture? But there's many members that are asking us for the fanny packs. So that's going to be really, really big. We have some light up crowns that are on a headband, which is going to say Titans on it, which is really unique and different. Yeah. And we're the first club that we know of that we're going to be doing a printed Rubik's Cube with our logo on it.
Oh, that'll be awesome.
So I have some pictures for you so you can see it. Okay. But we are absolutely doing a Rubik's Cube, which is going to be a collector's item, we feel like.
I happen to know someone who will flip his lid for that.
Good.
I know. In fact, I know several people who will flip their lid for a Rubik's Cube.
We're absolutely excited about that. And again, that's a product from our float builder. Our throw provider that came up with that idea and said, hey, we think this is going to work.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I mean, the Rubik's Cubes have taken a strange, I thought that it was one of those things like the yo-yo or whatever, where, it's collecting dust on someone's, cabinet or whatever.
Right.
But, I know, several people whose kids and, several people that, just yesterday I was over by a friend of mine's house.
Yeah.
And I was helping him fix a computer. And while I was helping fix the computer, the kid was
Playing with the Rubik's.
playing with a Rubik's Cube.
Yeah. Yeah. We think it's going to be pretty popular.
Yeah.
Our pot holders that we threw last year, we're going to have again this year.
Awesome.
So we brought some of that for your collection, as well as we have a new item as well. We're doing
Oh, beanie
beanies.
caps. Yeah.
that
Nice.
we're going to be throwing. So the members are excited about this as well.
Yeah.
So those are starting to go pretty popular. And then our koozies. We did a slim fit koozie, for the slimmer cans, those
Yeah.
taller, slimmer ones. So we have those which we're excited about as well. So you'll see all of that
Yeah.
coming off the floats.
I
this year.
love seeing the renewable throws, as they call them.
Yeah.
Where
Yeah.
it's not just a bead or whatever, where you're putting it in a bag and it
Sure.
goes into your attic type thing.
Yeah.
I love seeing things like you mentioned the fanny packs, the koozies, the hats, things
pot
like that,
holders.
to where
Yeah.
people are bringing it home, taking it out the wrapper per se, and
Using it.
using it the next day or
Right.
that evening.
Right. Right. Yeah.
One other thing that I want to point out is that that Friday that y'all rolled, that weekend has become like, I would almost say that's Slidell's weekend for parades.
Mhm.
That that's a big hitter weekend. Between y'all, Bilge, Poseidon, and then
Anethea.
Athenians.
Anethea.
Yeah. So, I really love what y'all have done with that weekend, making it, a special weekend. And, my co-host would tell you this if he was here. He would say, that's really become, everyone used to refer to 2 weeks before Mardi Gras being the first weekend of Mardi Gras.
Mm-hmm.
It's really become, y'all's weekend is
Yeah.
now the first weekend of Mardi Gras.
No question. No
Yeah.
question.
So that's-
Sean, we had so many people contact us last year that told us that they came in from Wichita, Kansas. They came in from Montgomery, Alabama, because they were told that Mardi Gras has 4 parades in one weekend.
Yeah.
So they came down and they were parking campers in parking lots along the parade route so that they can enjoy 3 parades on the street, go watch Bilge, float through the city of Slidell and E. Niles, and they absolutely thought that first weekend has turned into a massive, massive event because it's all in one weekend.
Yeah.
So we are really, really excited that we're on Friday night, and we are really, really excited that we kick off the Mardi Gras season pretty much for everybody.
Yeah.
And
Absolutely.
there's no other parades on that Friday night. So you want to see a pretty good show, come to Slidell and see what we're going to put on the streets, because it's going to be second to none.
Yeah, it's worth the trip.
Absolutely.
Like I said, that
Absolutely.
while my co-host and I do a ridiculous amount of parades every year,
Mhm.
it was a real treat to be able to enjoy y'all's parade for
Good.
sure.
Good. Where'd you watch it?
We were there's these 2 bars, and then across the street is it looks like an old train station.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay,
Uh,
on Front Street.
Mhm.
Yeah.
On Front Street, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's pretty much the
It's-
middle of the parade.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm sure that the crowds were thick. We saw them. That there was not a place along the parade route that we felt like that there was the crowds
Yeah,
were
there was a
thick.
great crowd right there.
Yeah.
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 The crowds were 3 or 4 people deep.
Yeah. Yeah.
Through that whole block or 2 by us. So
Yeah. Yeah.
you know,
We're very excited and ready for this year. Tony, our president, has done a phenomenal job within the past couple of years, growing membership, and we feel like that we're really, really putting a prime parade on the street.
Oh, absolutely. Y'all absolutely are.
Yeah.
So you mentioned your Facebook. Where all can people follow y'all online?
Facebook is the big thing.
Okay.
If even if you type in the Krewe Titan Slidell, it's going to redirect you right to our Facebook page where all of our information is.
Okay.
We have a private members only page, but we also have a public page.
Right.
And anything that's on the private page is on the public page, unless there are certain guidelines that we have to give our members only. Everything goes onto there.
Yeah.
We answer the girl that does our social media is phenomenal. She keeps everybody up to date and posts every single day, 2 and 3 times a day, getting all of our events out. If you need to contact us, you can contact us. Our email is listed on there. It goes to all of our board members. Every board member has contacted the email address, and we're checking it all day long. So if there are requests, they can come in through the email on there. You can send to Facebook Messenger. We answer everything.
Okay.
So any questions or, about the parade, the ball, any of our events that we put on, they can be directed to the board's email address or to the messenger, and we will get right back to you.
Okay. Is that also the easiest way to reach out? Let's say I was interested in becoming a member.
Absolutely. Yep. And you can, whatever event that we put on that is open to the public, and most of them are, we don't have very many that we don't allow the public not to come to, is grab one of us, a board member. If you want to join, just at our coronation alone, the party that we put on, we picked up 7 new members just that night.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So it was, just people are like, oh my gosh, y'all really know how to put on a party. So where do I sign? And literally, we had 7 people write checks that night that it had been their first event they had ever come to, and they joined. So it's kind of a fever, I guess, if you want to say.
Absolutely.
Once you get into it, and we're very family oriented also. Hence the reason we have the Titans, the Crazy Train for the kids. With us parading on a Friday, a lot of the parents, I don't want to say have childcare issues, but it is easier to put your child on a float when you're getting yourself on a float, and let the whole family ride.
Right.
Let the whole family ride. So we encourage it.
Yeah, it's a good time. I mean, I ride in a parade myself, and while I may be exhausted when I get off of the float,
Oh yeah.
it is the time of my life, and for weeks afterwards, even with me going on my parade chase, as we call it, we're still talking about the great time that we had riding in the parade, and I can imagine it's not any different.
Oh yeah, I know Chris and I can speak for Chris and myself, but Chris and I have been friends almost 30 years, but we have had the parade blood running through us for a long time. My grandfather did the same thing. We would get in the car on a Friday afternoon, we would hit uptown, downtown, we would hit them all.
Yeah.
And there was no such thing as cell phones or anything like that. You got stuck in traffic, you were stuck in traffic, and the people that were home would just sit there and wait for you.
Yeah,
I mean, it was.
Yeah, I know stories from, hearing from my aunt, who was an avid Mardi Gras enthusiast, and my co-host's dad has been a doubloon nut since he was, since the first doubloons came out.
Yeah, that was my grandfather.
And, I know that Kirk and I have it very easy, per se, by the fact that we have the parade trackers and, traffic, traffic maps and things like that to look at on our phones when we're going to the parades, to make sure that we're in the prime spot to catch the parade.
Yep.
So, I definitely know that and have the appreciation for, the old school way of doing the parade run.
Oh, yeah. My dad was a New Orleans policeman, and he would work the parades we would get home after him, long after him, because my grandfather was taking us all the way across the river. We were going everywhere.
Yeah.
And anywhere for him to get to the balloons. That was his thing. So
Let's see. So you had mentioned coming up in October for breast cancer awareness. Do y'all have any other big events that are coming up as well?
Well, we have the ball that Tony referred to on December 2nd, which will be at the Harbor Center, which will be a gigantic. Last year we had 750 people at our ball,
That's awesome.
which was fantastic. And then we go right into the parade after that. So we also have our large golf tournament that is November 4th at Royal Golf Club in the city of Slidell, which we're keeping that golf tournament local so we can give back to the community there.
Okay.
So our poker run is actually this Sunday.
Oh, okay.
This Sunday.
So that we're ramping up and getting ready for that. The poker run committee has been at it for 2 months getting ready for it. So they do a phenomenal job every year.
Yeah. The reception that I see online for the poker run every year.
Yeah, it's our biggest event of fundraising basically all year long. So those guys and gals do a tremendous job putting that thing on. We're amping up, getting ready for that. So we have the poker run, our golf tournament, our ball, and then we go right into the parade.
Okay.
We've actually started something new this year. On January 7th, our members are going to be invited to our den to be able to go see the floats. So we're calling it the Titans Family Day.
Okay.
So we're going to have 4 hours of our members to be able to go look at their floats, let their kids get on the floats, take pictures. We're going to have, food for them, and it's going to be a family day so we can get ready for our parade. So
Well, that'll be a good time.
yeah, we're absolutely excited about that. We've taken that from some other crews that do it, that have done it forever. And just another event for our members to be able to come out and experience Mardi Gras, which we love so much.
Yeah, and it gives them an opportunity to meet
Additional people.
their fellow riders that,
No doubt.
right.
They may know the 2 or 3 people who are just to the left or to the right of them, but to be able to meet that person who rides above them, or
No question.
Right.
at the back end of the float as opposed to me on the front end or whatever.
Sure. Sure. Yeah.
Yeah. So you mentioned your ball. Quick question about that. Do y'all do a a traditional?
We do a full traditional tableau.
Okay.
Yes. Yes. Where the king and queen are presented. Yes, it's a full tableau.
Okay.
We have some special surprises for our members this year, which we can't tell you that are coming to our ball.
Okay.
But it will be quote unquote New Orleans traditional ball this year.
Okay.
Not only is Tony our leader and our president, but she's also our ball chairman, along with Chantel Corwin, who sits on our board with us as well. But they're planning a fantastic event, and she knows that it's going to be spectacular. We're going to have a great event for our members.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay. Have y'all ever had any grand marshals that ride in your parade?
Every year?
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Do we want you to go ahead and announce our grand marshals? We haven't announced it to our members.
Yeah,
Right.
we do have 2 grand marshals lined up for this year, which
Yes.
are committed, and we have them ready. We have not announced it to our membership yet, but it's your decision if you want
Don't lay it
to.
on me. Don't lay it on me. No, we're gonna wait. We're gonna wait.
that's fine.
We're gonna wait.
Yeah.
But Sean, let me tell you this,
Oh, that's fine.
and let me. Once we
Give
announce it,
people
we'll share.
something to tease them.
Absolutely.
To keep an eye on your Facebook.
Yes.
I'll announce it.
Yes.
So
Yes.
we're going to do a live event coming up in the very near future that Tony's going to go live, and we're going to have these 2 special guest grand marshals with us. Last year it was Lauren McCoy from Fox 8.
Uh-huh.
We have Titans as Class as our theme this year. So remember that we're going geared toward local. We're going towards school. We're going towards subjects in school, which these grand marshals will play perfectly right into that.
Awesome.
So it's St. Tammany based, Slidell based. It's going to be the local community that we feel like that we are absolutely going to recognize and thank them for what they do in our community.
Awesome. Yeah, it's
And
awesome.
I think they'll bring out the crowds. There will be people that'll be
Yeah.
impressed with who they are. Yeah.
It's always it pulls my heartstrings per se when I see a crew that is so passionate about their community that every inch of the way, from what it sounds like, y'all are supporting your community in every which way you can. From the fundraisers that you do,
Right.
to the charities that you're supporting, to the catering that you're getting for your pre-parties. What I mean?
Exactly.
Like,
Exactly.
every little inch of it is staying within the community, which is wonderful to see. And it's even more pleasurable for me to see when the community supports a crew that's doing such great things like y'all.
Mhm.
To see the turnout at y'all's parade last year, to see the reception of how many members y'all have been able to attract.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's awesome to me.
Yeah. With the other organizations in the city of Slidell, which Mardi Gras has boomed, that we feel like in the past 3-4 years, for our organization to be at 560 last year, I was one of the founding members, and we started the first year with 118 riders.
Yeah.
And now Tony has grown it to 560 members last year, and we anticipate to be more than that this year. So a lot of kudos to those guys for really, really, really pushing membership and growing it and doing it the right way. An organization that gives back to the community is 100% the absolute most important thing to us.
Yeah.
Is make sure that the city of Slidell, A, has a phenomenal parade, a New Orleans traditional style parade, and then us giving back and participating in the community, being an organization that is impactful to the city of Slidell.
Yeah.
So we're excited about this year. We really are.
Well, I'm excited for y'all.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can't wait to see y'all out on the route. I can guarantee you that Kurt and I will be out there, ready to support and ready to shout for our balloons and special throws.
We'll save you some doubloons.
All right.
Yes.
Sean. We'll absolutely have them.
So I really appreciate y'all coming out and
Thank you for having
interviewing
us.
with us and catching us up on everything that y'all's crew does.
Thank you for
Thank
having
you.
us.
Thank you for
very
having
much.
us.
Signing out. We will see you on the route.